Okay, here we go. Eh, Hey, boo boo. Hey, cuckoo. Hey, cuckoo.
He's looking at
Sometimes he looks like serious, like Seiji.
What are you saying?
Where are we? Here we are. I think so. Is anybody there? Are you guys there?
Here.
We're here, boss.
Just make noises so I know I'm not just sitting here with my tree.
Yeah, we are
Boogie,
here.
boogie, boogie, blah.
Wait, you gotta see my grandson. He's starting to look pretty awesome.
Finally.
I'm
Oh,
gonna say he looks like Christina Castigan.
My tree.
All right. He's got this thing coming out of his mouth. He's not sure what it is yet. All right, here we go. Anyway, he's a valuable member of our team here in Sedona. And we miss you, Win. We wish you were here too. Share screen. All right. Yeah, no crying. Where's Gibson? Are you there? Emily, kick Gibson. Gibson, you there? Turn your mic on. I can see him. I can see his picture. Okay, forget it. Ayah. How about Tim? You ready?
It's hard for me to read from over here because of the.
You want to come sit next to me?
Yeah.
Come on.
No excuses.
Okay, don't look at his legs, you guys.
Inspired by my tweet.
Where are we starting?
Okay, we're gonna start here. Okay, let's go.
Who's correcting me?
So Gang said he wants to correct you.
Sure.
All right, revenge.
Pleasure.
Kachiknare. Yotang Shejatun Chikla. Yotang Shalcha Dunmi Chikte. Dratak Be Dunchi Dratak Sin Tope Shalchar Dawechiro.
Good.
Nice.
All right. Why are we doing this? Oh yeah.
got it.
We're talking, by the way, we're on the section which later became I don't know, Sheja. What? Sheja Namshak. Okay, this is the first great discussion. It's about what are the words for existence itself? Okay, existence itself. All existing things. Okay, we're going to talk about the different kinds, the different words that we use for existence itself. We're going to talk about the definition, and we're going to talk about the divisions. Okay, here we go. Got leakage.
It's Gibson. There we go.
Okay, so somebody says,
Gotcha.
by the way, you guys please repeat. Yo,
Yo.
Sheja,
Sheja.
Yo,
Belja.
Yo,
Yo.
Sheja,
Sheja.
Shelja,
Shell.
Yepa,
Yo.
Yopa.
Yo,
Yo.
Sheja,
Seja.
Shelja,
Shelja.
Belja.
Yepa,
Yopa.
Unching.
Unchik.
Che.
These are four synonyms. Okay. Yo,
Yo.
Oh.
okay, meaning all the objects in the universe. Okay. Yo means object of perception, right? So objects, all the objects of perception is the same as Sheja. What's that mean?
All the things you can consider.
Knowable
All
things.
the things you
Oh,
could ever
Sheja,
know. Yeah. And then we got Shelja.
the thing that I
Measurable,
just said.
measurable things.
All the things you could ever consider. Okay. And then Yupa.
Existing things.
Existence. They're all synonyms. Okay.
Right.
We'll say it again. Any yul, which means object of perception. Any sheja, knowable thing. Any shelja, considerable thing, object of consideration. And then yapa, existence, 4 synonyms. These are all synonyms, okay? And so we're going to debate that. Somebody says, look, I can see how you say that object of perception and knowable thing. I understand how you could describe the universe as all the objects in the universe. And I understand how you can describe the whole universe as everything you could ever perceive. I agree. Those two, those are okay. But I don't see how you can say that all the objects in the universe and all the things you could consider are the equal. I don't see how you can say that. I'm not comfortable with that one. Okay. Dun michik is not the same thing because why? There's a thing called dra tak zin topa. Dra takpa zimbe topa. There's a Stanley Topa, a classic Stanley Topa.
The idea that sound is unchanging.
Good. The idea that believes that sound is unchanging. Okay.
There's a dinchi for that.
Yeah. Which means what, Ben?
A luminous mental image.
Yeah. The guy has something in mind when he says, look, it's possible to have a sound which never changes. It is possible to have a sound which never changes. It's totally against Stanley's book, right? What did Stanley's book say?
Sound is ephemeral.
Sound changes so fast you can't even cut it. And okay, stuff like that. You can't divide it. Okay. This guy says there's a sound which is unchanging forever. Okay. Gatape denchi. Okay. Now he has a picture in his mind, a denchi, right? He has a picture in his mind of a takpada.
Right. Of an unchanging sound.
Changing sound.
Yeah. What does it happen to be, you guys?
Probably.
Om, the mystic syllable which survives all existence. Okay. So this guy has in mind this Hindu belief that Om is an eternal sound. Okay. It's going all the time. It never started. It never stops. It's all the time. Okay. Now, when those Hindu guys talk about their amazing Om and they say, it never changes and it has existed for all time. What do they have in their mind? Okay. What do they have in their mind? They have a picture. I don't know. I see this yoga studio. Sorry, Nick. Yoga studio Om in pink colors and, whatever. They have this picture in their mind, right? Of an Om, right? Are they considering that picture?
They are.
Yeah, they're thinking about that picture, Shelja. Therefore, that false, non-existent Om is a Shelja. So how can you say that Shelja and Yapa are equal? How can you describe the whole universe as all the things you can consider because you can consider things which
Don't exist.
don't even exist, okay?
Okay. But your consideration of them exists.
I think that's going to be the punchline.
Your consideration of what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing that doesn't exist.
The consideration is a state of mind without an object. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. And then he has another objection. Here we go. Chinsom is reading this one. Nick is checking.
Sheja dang, shel jaang, dun mi chik te, Shepa tamche se mad galwe jero. She
Okay.
said to.
Okay. Here's another claim. You cannot say that sheja and shelja mean the same thing. You can't say that. You can't say that something you could perceive and something you can consider are synonyms. You can't say that. Why? If you do say that, then all the perceptions in the universe would have to be sema.
Yeah, right. Right.
Oh, everything that you could think of would have to be a valid perception.
Yeah, all the thinkings you could ever do would have to be
All states of mind.
accurate perceptions. All
Yeah.
states of mind would have to be accurate perceptions.
Mhm.
If sheja is a synonym for yupa, then all shepas are valid.
Mhm.
Okay, like when you see a white snow mountain is yellow because you have jaundice,
On this,
that must be a correct perception because that's a sheja. Okay,
Yeah. He's
and
got me convinced so far.
if sheja is a synonym for existing, if anything you can know, and God bless you, translators, I don't know how you're doing it. If anything you could know and existence are synonyms, then all states of mind, even when you're drunk and see 3 elephants running around your house, must be an accurate perception because you are knowing those 2 elephants. Your mind is knowing those elephants. You perceive them. They are a perceived thing. Okay? According to you, perceived thing and existence mean the same thing. Therefore, anything I perceive anytime, drunk, sick, crazy, jealous, then it's all yupa. Okay? And that state of mind is its sema, accurate perception. Okay? Thinking an elephant is running around your room, okay, or thinking your wife is talking to somebody who she's not talking to because you're so jealous is a correct perception because you are thinking it. Okay? It's something you're thinking. Got it, you guys?
Yeah.
It's not a bad argument. These are
Great
2
argument.
good arguments.
Well, there's no reason yet, but
He gave 2 reasons.
no, why is it a sema?
Well, if you want a nice homework, which I think is too much, but you could make these 2 into kachiks. Okay? Kachik, sheja da shelja chechen. Dun mi chikte, yena shepa tamje sema tawichir. Okay, it is an argument, yeah. It is a syllogism, yeah. Okay. Sugang wanted to read the sentence. He wrote me and asked me if he could read this sentence.
Like,
Ditar mawe golwad de Yuliana Shelja Yinguna Lord de Yuliana ang Lord de Shelja Yingu Nyamdu Sampar Shela Detarna.
Sela, depana, sela. Okay. All right.
Shela
Ditar mawe gulwa de. Any debater who talks like this, okay, what they're thinking is, okay, what they're thinking is something is a yul.
Yeah.
If it's true that if something is a yul, it has to be a shelja, okay? If it's true that all existing objects in the universe are also objects of consideration, okay? In that case, then, any object of a particular state of mind should also be something considered by that state of mind, okay? So I'll say it again. People who make these kinds of arguments are thinking, if it's true, if the statement is true, if something is an object of perception, it's something under consideration. If that's true, all objects of perception are objects are under consideration, okay, then they're thinking it must apply to any particular state of mind. Okay, even a messed up state of mind. Okay, got it?
Mhm.
Now, when we say Yul and Shelja are synonyms, we mean Yul's of accurate perception and Shelja's of accurate perception, okay? But they think we mean any object of a state of mind and anything under consideration of a state of mind, okay? They think we're talking about any old Yule in the universe, even if it's the two elephants that a drunk person sees, okay? And anything under consideration, even if it's, something somebody said to hurt you that they didn't mean to hurt you, something like that, okay? So they think that if all these words we're using are referring to any state of perception. Okay, got it? You guys okay? Just nod.
Yeah.
Okay, no de shajayin good nyamdu. Sambar say, $20 for the say.
Only that?
It's
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
like that.
What's it mean? Give me
and nothing other.
but give me an English, give me a common English conversational sentence similar.
And that's it.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
good,
all.
that's it. But it has to be dismissive, Nick.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it
I'll
means,
get that.
That's all she wrote.
yeah, that's all she wrote. Okay, I think Nick gets the, how much was it? $20? Was it $20?
Yeah.
Nick gets $20 for the Amelie Scholarship Fund. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, Sampa say means that's all. That's all. That's all they got. That's their problem. Okay, that's all. They're thinking that if it's true that every object, if something is an object, it has to be an object of consideration.
Yes.
Then what we mean is the object of any state of mind has to be an object of any state of consideration. Okay, got it? Depana, in that case, we could come back to you with a parallel reasoning which word is going to read, and Chunzom is going to criticize liberally.
谁叫职权没有音呢？没这部
Can you talk a little louder? We can't hear you.
Yay! That's the only thing we could complain about.
没这部音个 part
Wait.
呢
Did that go up or down?
let me see. Let's talk about
It sounded like that waffling middle.
It went nowhere.
Let's talk about Sheja's they our cause of fire.
Okay, a word.
I
I'm
would-
going to give you a clue. If you go down, you're telling the guy he's crazy. Are you saying that? Okay, if you go down. If you go up, you're saying, it's true, it's true.
I'll go down.
Good. Yeah, because we are trying to be sarcastic. Are you telling me?
But it's
Right.
okay.
So Mei Drebu Yin Gupartel.
Nice.
Nice.
You really went down.
Yu Yin Nan Drebu Yin Gupechero.
Okay.
Okay, word. I want you to translate this part.
Okay.
Debu yimbe kyo.
So the whole thing or just
No, just that piece. Gyu yina, debu yimbe kyo.
that means then the cause would have to be the result.
No, it's more profound than that.
Yeah.
Okay, see, wait, Yu Yin if the cause Drebu Yin Gu.
It's what it's saying is what, Tim?
Everything, it could result in everything.
Every cause in the universe is also a,
Result?
yeah, and that's a famous Buddhist, argument. Every cause in the universe is also a result, and every result in the universe is also a cause.
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Then the Abhidharma guys come off and say, well, what about the instant before Minepe Nyangen Letepa?
Yeah.
Instant
Yeah.
There's no
before you.
result because you
What about
disappear.
the instant of Nick just before he blinks out when he achieves final nirvana? It's a,
It's a,
Cause
It's a resultless cause.
yeah, it's a, no, it's a causeless result.
Huh?
It's a causeless result. I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
cause anything.
It's a resultless cause.
it's
Yeah,
a
it's a
result that
resultless
doesn't make.
cause.
It's a result which doesn't cause anything because he blinked out the next moment.
It's not a cause.
Oh, right.
It's a-
Okay. A
Okay.
result that doesn't cause anything.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So it's a, at this level where we are at school number 2,
Mhm,
it's a common thing to say everything which is a cause is a result.
mhm.
Okay. Because they don't accept those final blinking out nirvanas that the Abhidharma guys like to talk about. Okay. So they say, okay, man, I'm going to ask you something. Okay. Go ahead. Is it true that if something is a cause, it has to be a result?
Yeah.
And the guy says, yeah, that's true. And then we say, okay, so if it's the cause of a certain fire, it must be the result of a certain fire, right?
Mhm.
No, because now he's saying that it has to be the same thing. Which
Yeah,
is,
exactly. The same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
If something is the cause of a particular moment of fire, it is also the result of that particular moment of fire. Because you said if something is under consideration by a certain state of mind, it should also be the yule of that same state of mind.
Mhm.
Okay. Even if that state of mind is wrong. Okay. You added state of mind to our shelja and our yule. So how about we just add fire to your gyu and your debu? Okay. It's the same mistake. Okay. It's true that all causes are results, but it's not true that the cause of any particular thing is also the result of that same thing. If you particularize it, it becomes wrong. Okay. The cause of a particular fire is that firewood, and that firewood doesn't happen to be the result of that particular fire, although it's true that the fire itself is both a cause and an effect of different things, of two different things. Cool.
And the corollary again is if something is the yule of a certain state of mind, it should be the shell jaw of a certain state of mind.
Yeah, of that same state of mind, of any state of mind, meaning also at Sema Mayimba.
Still seems okay.
Well, it's actually not parallel, and I agree.
Yeah.
It's not exactly parallel. Okay. Okay.
It's tough.
But if you want a parallel one, here's one.
Okay. I do.
Okay, since you wanted it, can you read it?
Sure.
Utpal is going to check you.
Bumpe draw church and bumpe draw
Wait,
dun
wait.
church and
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Kyo bumpa she jupe draw she jai yimbar
Right?
yimbar tel de yo yimbe chir.
Mm-hmm.
So let's consider the word pot or the word coffee cup.
Well, it's let's consider the thing that the word coffee cup refers to,
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
which is called yule. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's consider the destination of the word coffee cup.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's consider the destination of the word coffee cup. Okay. Is that something that is known by the word coffee cup?
Oh. Huh.
Okay. Let's take the yule. Let's take the destination of the word coffee cup, meaning the coffee cup on the table, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Let's take the destination of this word. Let's take the thing that the word refers to. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it something which is known by the word?
Huh. Because it's the word's yule. It's the word's object.
Exactly.
But that sounds like that's a nice argument for the other guy again.
Yeah. No, we're saying yimbata.
Yeah, right. But it seems like,
Oh yeah, you could say that. Who's making the argument? It's not clear. Okay.
yeah, I think this is more points for Kachik. This guy's really doing
Yeah.
well for me.
Okay.
I'm on his side so far.
If you and sheja are synonyms, if object
Yeah.
and knowable thing are synonyms, then if a word refers to a certain object, that object should be known by that word
Yeah, right.
because it's the object of the word. It's what the word refers to. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if all objects are knowable things, then if something is the object of the word coffee cup, then coffee cup should be knowing
Yeah.
that coffee cup. The word coffee cup should be knowing the actual coffee cup.
Right. Which, by the way, did he just make like add dun to our list of synonyms?
He's trying to find some way to say yule without saying yule.
Right.
That's all.
Then if something is a dun, then it's a yule, kind of, right? Because it's
the thing that the sound refers to, the thing that the word refers to. That's all. Dun here means.
yeah.
This is a famous word, arta, used as the object that a sound refers to. Coffee cup refers to a certain dun entity. It kind of means entity, and it's mostly used with metaphors in explaining metaphors. What's the dun of the metaphor? If you say life is a peach, then what's the dun of the word peach? What does it refer to?
Right.
Okay.
Is this what a certain translator translates as a referent?
Yeah, exactly. Not bad. Yeah.
Referent object.
The referent of the word coffee cup.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's just stretching Yule. We're stretching Yule. Okay. All right. Keep going. Who was that? Was that Dr. Kramer? I don't remember.
Sir, Makyapna, Yuldang Sheja Dun Chikpa Pe Tam Kyang Kelang So.
Good. What's "bill" mean?
Like spit that out.
Perfect. Perfect answer. Yeah. That's a $20 answer, Xiaoping,
Cool.
to a free question. "Bill" means in English we say you just blew up what you were thinking. Okay. You just blew it up. Boo. Okay. Hey, Maitri. No, okay. He can do that. Makyabna, yoda sheja dunchi pabu. Your position that the word object and the word knowable thing are the same in every possible sense is thrown out. If you don't accept this thing about the object of the word coffee cup.
Wow.
All right.
Is that Kachik saying that, or is that us saying that?
Well, now it sounds like the other guy's talking about the coffee cup. Or no, we're talking about the coffee cup. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then he says, look, you what do you call that when you change the referent of an argument?
Equivocation.
Yeah, you're equivocating. Look,
Yeah.
that's not the you we were talking about when we started out.
Okay.
And we say no, but you already agreed to that kind of equivocation was fine. You said it was okay. Okay, fire. In the case of fire, we added fire's cause and fire's result to the same fire. It could be one thing.
Okay.
Because you were doing that. That's something you were doing. You put some means the measure of spitter-outable comment you already agreed to. You're the one who started this. You're the one who started stretching words beyond what they were meant to express. Because when we said Yule, we meant Tsimeyu.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the one who's playing with words. Okay.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of using his own Kachik was making an absurd argument, and now we're treating him like he meant it literally.
Yeah, exactly. That's no problem. Did Gibson show up yet?
He's in a meeting.
I'm sorry. Stanley, I'm sorry. You have to translate. I'm sorry, you have to pronounce. And Ben offered to correct you.
Here, I got you, Stanley.
Yanga Shinare, Yutang Xiaoja, Dumi Chikde, Xiaoja, Yinna, Ransen Yinbei, Kiat Beiche.
Yeah, babe.
Wow. Stanley, you're gonna have to start making an intentional mistake now and then.
We gotta go slow here. We gotta go really slow here. Because this is gonna get hard. Okay. Gashignare. Now he changed it. Now some guys say. What did Vasabadu say here? How did he say some guy comes up?
Shendak?
Oh, Shen.
Shenda.
Yeah, he said Shendagnare. And now this book was written 1100 years later. Sorry, who wrote this book? Kedu. Yeah, 1100 years later, people are using Gashignare instead of Shendagnare, but it's the same thing. Okay, some guy comes up, some guys say,
Okay.
I don't agree when you say that object of perception and object under consideration could mean the same thing. I don't agree that object under consideration and object of perception could mean the same thing. I disagree. Why? Because all sheljas are rangten.
Archetypes.
No, the opposite.
Right.
Really?
We gotta choose the word for rangten.
Oh, this
Oh,
is so
Ron-
hard. I've been
Is it
struggling.
Rangsen archetype and Cheetsen?
I'm going to say rangten is the actual manifestation.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to say Chitsen is like the Jungian archetype. Okay. Archetype and the thing the archetype refers to.
Right. Could we say like the thing itself?
I don't know. You could get in trouble.
There's a wrong. There's a.
The thing as it's expressed in the world. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be, yeah,
Okay.
manifest, expressed.
Now, when I say, when you consider something, does it have to be the actual manifestation of that thing in the world, or could it be the mental image of that thing when
Number
you're
two,
considering something?
it seems like it could be either of those.
Yeah, in American, in English, we would say, look, if something is something you can consider, it could be either the real coffee cup on the table, or it could be the idea of a coffee cup. You could consider either one.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But here, the other guy says, you cannot say that object of perception and something under consideration are equal, because all things under consideration must be actual manifested things on the table. Okay. You cannot, what he's saying is you cannot consider a chitsen.
Right. An archetype, an idea.
Yeah, you cannot.
A generality.
I don't know. Yeah, the mental picture of a coffee cup can never be an object of consideration. Okay, so he wants to say consideration has to be what? Like a sense perception, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay. I need one hot hustle. Can you read? Tim's gonna check you.
Hasso is translated.
Oh, hustle's translating. Christina Kasakara, come over, sit next to me. Let's go. Tim is checking from far away.
대자양, 랑기, 센이, 직살치아, 쉐파당,
Sheba.
쉐파당,
Bottom.
직니, 제나코, 모앙도,
It's got to be 2 syllables actually. Kowang. Diphthong.
코왕.
Kowang. Because it's poetry. Kowang. He needs a meter. He needs a beat. Kowang.
코왕도, 제숭, 바인노, 쉐메와양,
High tone.
마와양,
High tone because it has a
쉐마,
mawayang.
마와양,
Shema.
동노.
Tongo. Nice. Okay.
Oof.
We also see people at this point who throw 2 quotations at us.
Mm.
Okay. We also see people at this point who will start throwing 2 quotations at us. Okay. And they are both inscrutable. They have no meaning at all. Okay. Let's read the first one. Rangi Senyi Chikshelja.
Oof.
Its definition, 1, object of consideration. Its definition, 1, object of consideration. Ha! That proves my point.
Ugh.
We're like, huh? Its definition, 1, object of consideration. Proves my point. Okay, so that's 1 quotation, which is totally hopeless. Now, how about this one? Chigni chena koang de. If you say it's just 1, we can also agree.
Oof.
If you say it's just 1, we can also agree.
Uh,
Ha!
wish we had a good commentary to this book.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Now, if you go hunting for these 2, the first one comes from,
From Antarctica.
Dharmakirti's famous logic book. Okay, here's the quote. Rangi Cheni Chiksha Ja. Okay, and it starts a section. It starts a certain section in Dharmakirti's book. This is this extremely frustrating Tibetan Tsongkapian lineage author habit of referring to something you haven't studied yet and you won't reach for 2 years. Okay. And they do it all the time. It drives me crazy. Okay. Now I went and got you a commentary from the greatest commentary to this line,
Mhm.
which is
That's
Geshe.
Good book.
And it really is the easiest commentary to understand. So we're going to his commentary on this single line from Dharmakirti's Pramanavartika, okay? And here it is. And I don't know, Stanley looks like he wants to read it. I don't know why.
Okay. Dunche Nupe Shauja Ranki Seni Chiku Gete Lan Niete
Yeah.
Niete Nando Gi Jebu Yupe Nibu Chepat Namki Tundu Nier Nieja
Good.
Nieja Rang Sen De Kona Le Jupeche.
Okay. Difficult sentence. This has been a bad day. I'm sorry about it. Probably it'll be better tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
What's Dinjanupa? Everybody knows that.
That which performs a function.
Anything which can perform a function, which is a
Definition of yip of a functioning thing. Nopo, right?
yeah, which is a synonym as
Changing thing.
mitapa.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can say changing thing, or you can say functioning thing. The sets are equal. Every functioning thing in the universe changes by functioning. and every changing thing can only change by doing something. Okay. All right. So, shell jaw, okay, means object under consideration, something you could ever think of. Okay. So let's talk about all the shell jaws, things you could ever think of, which are also functioning things. Okay. Let's talk about existing objects which perform a function. Okay. Let's talk about existing objects which perform a function, or you could call it anything you can think of which also performs a function. Okay. Let's talk about they. They are fixed. Ngepa means with numbers. With numbers, ngepa means fixed number, no more, no less. Ngepa means no more, no less. When you have it with numbers, what's the number here?
1.
Yeah, 1. Okay, only 1. Okay, and I'll give you an important clue. Rangi tsenyi here means rangten.
Rangten. Yeah, rangten. Wow. So rangten is necessarily a ngopo is necessarily mitakpa.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? Sorry. How many functional objects in the universe are there?
I mean.
Only 1.
Oh, okay.
Rangsen.
All right. Yeah.
That's a mayin got for $50. That's a mayin got for $50.
Only
There
wrong.
are
There's all
things
this
that are
other
not
that don't
functioning.
function.
There are things that don't perform a function.
Unchanging things are not rangten. Okay. Well,
Anything that doesn't perform a function is not a
Wait, you want a
manifestation.
clue for $25?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Of the 2 possibilities, functioning entities are only one of those 2 possibilities.
right. Ngume.
Don't exist.
Get the chart. Everything in the world is either wrong 10 or I'm down to $3.
Ethan,
And
Yay!
$3.
me and Ben are splitting it though.
Okay, Ben Taylor got $3, but I'm charging you a handling fee of $5.
Okay.
It's just like the credit card companies.
All right. You said we're splitting it, Word.
$1.
I owe you.
We each owe $1.
Okay, listen, everything in the universe is either the actual thing on the table
Mhm.
or the picture of the thing in your head.
Yeah.
We just found a new translation for Rangten and Chiten.
Yeah. Is this
Everything in the universe is either the actual thing on the table or the thing in your head. Okay. Now, if it's a thing in the universe which happens to perform a function, it can only be
rangten?
the thing on the table. It can only be the thing on the table. What that means is there's no such thing as a functioning entity which could be an archetype.
Yeah, great. Right. A chitsen.
Okay. Or you could say if it's an archetype, it can't do anything.
Right.
It just sits there and be's an archetype. And why? Because archetypes cannot change. If an archetype changes, it's not an archetype anymore. It's not an overreaching principle anymore. It's just a change. It's just one version. Archetype means single overriding type. Okay, got it?
Yeah. And this also proves that in this school, changing things are rangi tseniki drupa.
That's good. Yeah, you can say that. And then it gives you a deep insight into the word rangsen, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like by definition thing. Okay. Yeah. Now that's half of our job. We have to go back up to this guy. The guy said, somebody said, look, Ranki Tsenyi Chik Shel Ja. Okay. Only things on the table are things under consideration. Only things on the table are things under consideration. Okay. What happened? What was that? How did we start this class off? Geshe-la held up 4 fingers. He said, Yul, Sheja, Shelja
Mhm.
and Yupa all mean the same thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Every knowable thing in the universe, every considerable thing in the universe, every object of anything, any perception, and all existence are equal, completely equal. Okay,
Oh.
so I guess there's no cheat sense in the universe
Chichir.
because it's a Shelja. Sorry, it's not a Shelja. Sorry. All objects under consideration must be on the table. Who said that?
The guy.
Yeah.
Some guy.
Some
Dharma
guy.
Katie said that.
Oh,
Don't give me this BS that Shelja and Yup are equal sets. Why? Because Shelja excludes cheat sense.
Uh-huh. Right. But he was specifically talking about Dunjin Nupa.
Yeah, he was, but great observation, Dr. Kramer. That's a $50 observation.
Hey.
Say it again if you can remember.
Yeah. Right. Dharma Kirti was only talking about Dunjin Nupa, about things which
Yeah,
perform a function.
functional things, functional Sheljas.
Right.
The other guy didn't mention that here. He's cheating.
oh, I see.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, all the Sheljas in the universe have to be on the table. But he didn't say all the objects in the universe which do something or have to be on the table. Okay, got it?
Mhm.
He's cheating. Okay, tongo, she mawayang tongo means, look, we see people who say this, but we're not going to buy that. Okay. Whew. We finished the first impossible quotation from Dharmakirti. What's next?
A second impossible quotation.
Let's go to the second impossible quotation from Dharmakirti. Hey, here it is. Yeah, I'm not even going to do the rest of that sentence.
We'll
Okay.
get to it. In 39 words.
Chigni chena koang de. We also agree that it's on. If you say it's only one, we also agree. That's all we had. If you say it's only one, we also agree. Okay. Let's go look at it. Here's Geshe Yeshe Wangchuk's root text inserted into the text by
Geshe Michael.
and misspelled the che. Yay! Okay, well, he was younger. I got this is so cool, Ben Kramer. This is for you.
Cool.
You got to read this one. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Allison's gonna check you. Please, Allison, get some. Give him some. Make him suffer. Come on.
Hey.
Turo de pawa
He deserves it.
nare. Ngopor mepa chitsen shelja mayin shing. Rang tsengi pu sheljar. Ngepe tsemala ngunsum chikpu ni dunge so shena.
Okay, good. I got something so cool for you, Dr. Ben.
Wonderful.
Turtle Zeppa. You can't even guess.
That's so true. I have no idea what that means.
Come on, word can make leaps of thought.
Tsuru, I think it's related to Tsor, which is the other debater.
No.
Right?
Give me
Why he
Turtle.
wrote that?
Turtle.
This side?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or
Someone who sees
someone
things
who
coming
sees
the other
something
way.
coming from.
Yeah. Things coming from the outside in. Yeah, good. Soto. Outside in. Okay. Soto. Okay. Zepa means beautiful. Okay. So there's a school called Everything's Beautiful. Okay. Everything that you ever see is beautiful. There's a school called that. Okay.
Wow. That's sort of.
And I'll show you something cool that Uncle Grandpa Mike found out. Where is that? I hope I can find it again. Yeah, here's Yeshe Wangchuk's statement. Read this, Ben Kramer.
Oh, they're the Gyang Pembas and the Tsuro Zepawa Ni. They're both names for Sankhya.
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's a name for the same guys.
Oh, Nanjang. I'm sorry, I was Jang Chemba. Okay.
This is outcast, right?
Not Kemba. Yeah.
Expelled to a distance.
Charvaka.
So Outcast
Oh.
and Everything's Beautiful school, it's the same guys.
Ah,
Who said that? Yeshi Wangchuk says that. Very few people treat this, okay? And now, oh, Ben, you're gonna give me $100, I'm sure. What's the Sanskrit word for Gyangpemba?
Charvaka.
Nice. God, I can't believe I'm so praising myself so liberally. Where is that? Oh, God, I was jumping around the Royal Palms Hotel. Okay, here's Charvaka, right?
An alternate
It comes
translation.
from Charu.
Charu. Beautiful.
That
Oh,
means
wow.
beautiful.
Oh,
So Charvaka means the guys who saw beauty coming in.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Charvaka means the guys who saw everything is Charu.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that cool? Now we find it.
It's just two different ways of translating the Sanskrit.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that weird?
That's really cool.
One means you're beautiful, everything's beautiful.
Yeah.
And one means you should be rejected from the universe because you're so stupid.
Wow, that's cool.
Isn't that weird? Now it'd be interesting to find out.
Because, you know, when we translated originally, you had to think like, well, these guys couldn't have called themselves Charvaka. That must be something that was applied by others. But now you can imagine maybe they did call themselves that.
Maybe they called themselves the guys who saw everything is beautiful. And other people said, yeah, Charvaka, I get it.
Yeah, more like a long way off. Waka, waka, waka.
Now I have a theory, Ben Kramer, and I wonder if these guys, there's some obscure reference to them I found that says they did assert that everything was fine. Everything in the world is good.
Okay.
See what I mean? There's a reference here somewhere. You can see I have a few notes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, read this one, Ben Kramer.
Okay, Tamoni, tse dila kang lek tsam gi chokpar mawe tsurul ze pawa, shiwe tse dak gyun che par mawe che mawa, lendre mepa mawe me mawa.
Yeah, these are synonyms for Charvakas from Chankyarupa Dorje's great book on Siddhanta.
Yeah.
And he says they are called Turuljepa. What's that mean?
Everyth's beautiful.
Yeah, everything's beautiful to me, okay? Because they say, Saint Dila Kangle Samgi Chokpa. You should be Chokpa about Saint Dila Kangle. This is Duche Chokshe.
Oh,
You should be satisfied.
oh, with
Yeah,
just this
about
life.
what?
Just this life.
yeah.
Yeah, look, this life has some good stuff. Just take what you can get.
Right. You only live once, man. Live it up.
Yeah, like, I agree it's not perfect, but take what's nice and what comes in as nice. Just deal with that, okay?
Okay.
And then they have other synonyms which are not so positive, okay? All right. Now, why are we talking about those guys?
Yeah.
It was, here it is. Now, you were getting closer.
Okay.
If you say it's only one, we can buy that. If you
Okay.
think it's only one, we can also buy that, okay? Here's the commentary. Yeah, okay. So now you can translate these three lines. That everything's beautiful, guys said, okay? Ngopo mepe, because it's not a ngopo,
Yeah, it's not a working thing.
shitsen shelja mayan.
Yeah, it's not a it's not a manifested thing being considered.
No, it's not an
Not
archetype.
an archetype of a thing being
Cheats
considered.
in. Yeah, right.
Yeah, an archetype is not a shelja.
Yeah, right.
Because this ngopo mepa means dunje minupa.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't perform a function.
Yeah, because it cannot perform a function. A mental picture of a coffee cup cannot hold coffee. An archetype of a coffee cup cannot hold coffee. Therefore, it's not a shilja.
Okay, then
And only Rangtens can be shiljas.
Right.
Only the actual manifest thing can
Only
be a
the
thing
thing
to
on
be
the
considered.
Can
Okay.
be held under consideration. Okay. Ngepe. Therefore, according to the Charvakas, there's only Ngunsam Tsema in the universe.
Wow.
There's nothing
There's
but
only direct perception, accurate perception.
Yeah, the only accurate perception in the universe is what you can see with your eyes, your own eyes.
Interesting. Okay.
Ideas,
You
the
can't see.
perception of ideas can never be correct.
Mhm.
You can
Cool.
only believe what your eyes tell you and not what your brain tells you.
Yeah.
They argue.
Yeah, they argue, Shena, if you say that,
We're over time, by the way.
We're
Geshwa.
over, yeah.
come on, you can't stop here. What if we die?
No, that's fine. We keep going, keep going.
Sangepe Ngor, to a Buddhist, okay? To a Buddhist, Sangepe Ngor, Shelja Dunche Nipa Rangsen Chikpa Dub Migute, you don't have to prove to a Buddhist that functional entities can only be things on the table. Because us Buddhists also would agree with you.
Interesting.
We agree with you. Why are you picking on us? We agree that only the things on the table are functional objects.
What happens?
Yeah, somebody threw in functional. Dunje Nupa. Dunje Nupa. Okay, got it? So look, when we respond to the guy, he says, look, the only thing in the universe is what you can see with your own eyes. And direct perception is the only accurate perception in the universe. Okay? Deduction can never be accurate. Okay? And we said, yeah, we agree with functional things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, we have no problem with you. Yeah, that's true. With functional things.
Yikes.
That's true. Okay? The only shelja is function. If you're talking about things under consideration which do something, we agree. It's only the ones on the table.
Wow. But then, yeah, that's a problem. But then you couldn't have a tsema of the fire on the other side of the mountain.
Exactly. And that's exactly where K-J is going.
Okay.
I bow down to your lotus feet. That's exactly where K-J is going. He says, okay, so look, you don't never know until the fire reaches your house that Sedona is surrounded by fire, I guess. Okay. Okay.
Okay, but didn't Master Dharmakirti just agree to that?
Right. That's
With knowable, sorry.
With functional thing.
Same
Functional.
problem. Fire is a functioning thing.
Well, now we're going to get into an
No,
amazing
your-
question.
Your
Which is
inference is
that-
not.
And now we're going to get into an amazing question, which is that, what was the question? Is it possible that when we use logic, we are always talking about archetypes?
Yeah.
Okay, we'd say Japanese restaurant, they have good food, we should go there. Is it possible that every element of a logical argument is an idealized mental image and not a restaurant and not Japanese food and not getting in the car?
Sure not going to bother us in the middle way.
Right.
Yeah. Get out of here. Go.
Sounds okay.
Go back to New Mexico or wherever you're from. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, nice class, you guys. We had
Yeah,
a
that was
hard
awesome.
day, and you guys are fearless. You are fearless or very foolish mixed nuts.
Little bit of
Did we
both,
just
probably.
cover those last two stanzas there?
Yeah, we did. Those are the two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
God, we're never going back there. Trust me.
Okay.
No,
Well,
until
we didn't
we
read
get
them,
an
so
advanced text in 5 years or something.
35 years.
I'm sure
Thank you,
Adam will have a
Joshua.
lot of fun with it.
All right, cool, you guys. But take that home. Think about that. Could it be possible that when we use logic to decide something, we are always working in mental images and never with the real thing?
Mm.
And does that make the logic incorrect? Okay, that does that make logic inherently not accurate perception?
Boy,
I hope not.
Well, our opponent couldn't say that
While you're
because
doing
he's
that-
trying to use logic to convince us. So-
Yeah, but while you're figuring that out, please don't use any mental images, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Take a
Wow.
perfect
Thanks,
world.
Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Thank you. Geshe-la.
Imagine if everybody
Uh,
understood this book.
So it's probably, so you guys probably have some really hard questions on this one.
Yeah.
Allison will do the Q&A tonight.
Who's doing the Q&A?
So you can just give her all of the hardest. No, she's looking at me like she's going to kill me. I'm just kidding. But if you guys want to come to Allison's Q&A, she is very insightful, and I think we'll be able to give you some great to share her wisdom with y'all. So I do recommend coming and asking her questions. And Stanley will probably be in the background too, so you can probably, if you have any questions that she doesn't want to answer, she might pass them off to him. But let's see what happens. Right, Allison?